Hi, my name's Matt and I'd like to welcome you to this Zinyak video, which is the introduction to our PRINCE2 Agile Foundation and Practitioner training courses. The first thing I want to talk to you about is the three types of success on a project. The first type is the success of the business case. The project is created to deliver value to the business. That is, more business benefit than cost. So, has the project been successful in achieving that, delivering value to the business? That's the first type of success. The second type of success is the success of the project itself. Was the project well run? Was it well managed? Did we, as the project manager, control the project? That's the success of the project. The third type of success is the success of Agile. And that's really about, was the project more successful, both from a point of view of delivering the business case and being well managed, because we chose to use Agile as our delivery methodology. And that's really the key to assessing, was Agile successful. And often the biggest indicator with that is, at the end of the project, have we delivered what the business required at that point, rather than what the business thought they required at the start of the project? And if the gap between those two things is great, so what the business thought they needed at the start of the project and what they came to realize they needed at the end of the project, if that has a great gap between them, but nonetheless we've successfully delivered what they needed at the end, then that's almost certainly because we used Agile on the project and we were able to adapt to the different requirements of the business as we move through the project. And that's why Agile is so powerful. I'm now going to outline our course to you, and really it's broken down into three parts. The first part is the introduction. We'll introduce Agile to you, and particularly we'll look at obviously the classic components of Agile, such as time boxing, iterative and incremental development, and prioritization and the flexing of scope. We'll then introduce PRINCE2 for those of you who aren't familiar with PRINCE2. If you are, of course, you can skip that step if you're coming to this course as a PRINCE2 Foundation certificate holder or even a PRINCE2 practitioner. You can skip that if you so wish. We'll then look at blending PRINCE2 and Agile and really taking the strengths of PRINCE2, particularly in managing and directing a project, and blending it with the Agile strengths of managing the delivery of work packages or product backlog items. In part 2, we'll look at the 6 aspects of time, cost, quality, scope, risk and benefits, and which of those we want to fix, such as time and cost, and which of them we want to flex, certainly scope. We'll also look at the 5 targets of PRINCE2 Agile and 5 focus areas before we move on to part 3, where we will give you some guidance in terms of adopting PRINCE2 Agile. This is, of course, an accredited training course, accredited by PeopleCert on behalf of Axelos, and you can see to my left our certificate to show that we are an accredited training organisation for PRINCE2 Agile, both Foundation and Practitioner. And there you can see the copyright statements that Axelos like us to show you. I'm now going to talk about the exam structures. So there are two PRINCE2 Agile exams. There's the PRINCE2 Agile Foundation and the PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner. The Foundation is a 1-hour exam. It's closed book and the pass mark is 56% or 28 out of 50. PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner is a 2.5-hour exam. It is open book. The pass mark is 30 out of 50 and it has prerequisites of either PRINCE2 Agile Foundation or PRINCE2 Foundation. And I've highlighted their PRINCE2 Foundation because it is very much our recommendation that if you're sure you're going to take PRINCE2 Practitioner, that you take PRINCE2 Foundation as the prerequisite. So you take PRINCE2 Foundation and then PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner. Why is that? Well, I think PRINCE2 Foundation gives you a better foundation for taking PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner, quite frankly. It covers PRINCE2 in detail in our PRINCE2 Agile Foundation Practitioner course. This course will give you everything you need to know about PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner. But also, you end up with 2 qualifications. So you end up with a PRINCE2 Foundation qualification that you can put on your CV as a PRINCE2 qualification, and you also end up with a PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner qualification that you can put on your CV. If you take PRINCE2 Agile Foundation, followed by PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner, the PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner supersedes the PRINCE2 Agile Foundation, so you would never put both of those on your CV. So taking the PRINCE2 Foundation, you get 2 certifications to put on your CV, one at foundation level, one at practitioner level. You're also better prepared, I believe, for PRINCE2 Agile Practitioner by taking the PRINCE2 Foundation training course. Both exams can be taken online with PeopleCert at peoplecert.org. And as it says, the practitioner exam is open book, and the book you can open is the official PRINCE2 Agile guidance, which is available from Axelos or the publisher TSO at tsoshop.co.uk, or you can buy it from Amazon or other good booksellers. If you prefer, you can use, during COVID, you can use a digital copy of that book. Right, okay, so I hope you've enjoyed this video, just giving you an overview and introduction to PRINCE2 Agile. Please join me in the next video when we introduce you to Agile. Until you see me again, have a great day.